Explore a house in the woods that reflects the surrounding landscape. We are in house which is just over the Brockway summit from Lake Tahoe. In the heart of the wilderness, where nature's beauty reigns supreme, lies a hidden gem, a house that is not just a shelter, but a reflection of the landscape itself. The site is about 2.5 acres and over 100 mature trees, and about 20 heritage trees. And so our initial walk was, how do we save this dot? The way we saved it was protecting every tree we could, pushing the house to the saving the landscape around the home, south end of the parcel where the views are, and really not touching the front 2 acres of the project, and leaving 95% of the trees. A permit is required to remove live trees greater than 14 inches diameter at breast height, as long as the house is not along the lakeshore. If the house is along the lakeshore, a permit is required to remove trees greater than 6 inches dBH between the house and the lake. One of the things you'll find that's different in this house is the entry is somewhat concealed from view upon approach. You earn the sequence of arrival by moving parallel to the form associating with it, and so you start to become friends with it. A walkthrough of the home. Once arriving, there's a main public space, living, dining, and kitchen, but you can partition it off from the living area with hidden sliding panels. Every detail tells a story. From the handcrafted furniture to the art that adorns the walls, each piece is inspired by the landscape, echoing the colors and textures of the forest. We like the idea of making the dining experience special. Many times, the kitchen is either messy or noisy, and so by closing that off, you can really privatize the dining room area and make it singular. There's a small family room tucked behind the kitchen, along with a hidden office. Then the master suite is on the main level, and upstairs there's 3 ensuite guest rooms. This house is more of an experience-based atmospheric exercise in form and light. When we start a house or any architecture, we start with the sun and the east-west axis. So this is an elongated rectangle stretched along that east-west axis facing south, so it gets the maximum amount of sun. We do have skylights that wrap down the facade, working with the sun, and onto the face to really allow sun to penetrate deeply into the space. And what they do is break down the box and allow your eye to move vertically upward to the sky. Not only during the day do they splash the areas with light, but at night under candlelight the stars are visible, and it really connects the house to the place. Beyond the house, adventure awaits. Explore winding trails, listen to the gentle flow of the stream, and witness the wildlife that calls this forest home. Each step reveals the wonders of nature, inviting you to connect with the world around you. As the sun sets, the house transforms. The warm glow of the interior lights mingles with the fading daylight, creating a sanctuary of peace and tranquility. Here, you can reflect, recharge, and reconnect with what truly matters. This house in the woods is more than just a place to stay. It's an experience that immerses you in the beauty of nature. Come, explore, and let the landscape reflect your soul. Every project built is sustainable, and most of houses are built with non-flammable materials, so we always start with a palette of concrete and steel, and then we bring in materials that are referencing the site. The concrete ground form that housed the public areas of the house and then the support spaces are sheathed with steel angles that reflect the bark texture that really starts to connect the place to the screen of the trees. It's a repetition of behavior. I think one of the successes too in the materiality is the collage-like nature of a reflection of the surrounding landscape. The way the building is prepared. As you approach the forest is collage-like. There's a dark light pattern, and so the building takes on that same pattern. The black steel recedes like the trunks, the light concrete stands out like the light, and then the glass reflects the landscape around it. This window frames the forest like a living painting. Imagine waking up to this every morning. The cabin was designed to enhance the experience of the landscape, allowing its occupants to appreciate the changing seasons, from vibrant autumn leaves to serene snowy vistas. One of the coolest aspects of this house is its commitment to sustainability. From solar panels to rainwater collection systems, it's designed to minimize its environmental impact. This isn't just a getaway, it's a statement about living harmoniously with nature. I think the main space when the doors are completely open, and the space flows in and out, and you feel the breeze and the smells of the forest and the birds, that's probably the most exciting space here for me. Success for me was seeing the site saved, and seeing a very small modest intervention when you're in it, it has that feeling where you know where everything is like a house. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed exploring this house in the woods, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into nature and unique architecture. Comment below your favorite feature of the cabin and let us know where you'd love to explore next. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.